Okay. Hi everyone, today we're going to install Mautic, the best marketing automation tool on the planet, with ISPConfig, the best web hosting panel on the planet. They're both open source tools. I really love open source tools, as you maybe know, and I hope you love them as well. And yes, there are a few things you need to know in order to install Mautic and get Mautic running on ISPConfig. It's actually quite simple, but yes, there is a few questions as always. So, okay, let's get into it. The first thing, of course, is you need a client where you install your Mautic on. So add a new client. I added a new client already. It's the tutorial client. And we are going to install Mautic for him or her. So first thing is you need to add a domain. So if you didn't already, add your domain here. I recommend using Mautic on a subdomain like m.yourdomain.com. I have the domain m.learnmautic.com. Then you have it here and you can choose from these domains. So let's head over to sites and add a new website. So for this client, I'll just choose the domain m.learnmautic.com. I don't want to have a subdomain. I will have a Let's Encrypt SSL certificate and we will use fastCGI. Next to that, I will redirect everything from HTTP to HTTPS. And within backup, I will have a daily backup with 7 saves. And within the options, I'm going to create a Apache directive and custom PHP INI settings, but one after the other. So first of all, we're going to save this. The next thing we need is we need a database user here. And there we're going to create a database user. If you wonder what's going on, I will just show you for a second. What the plot that's under my table. Opa! Here you go. Hallo Walter. Okay. Okay. Platz. 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 Walter, Platz. Nice, good boy. Great. Yes. Okay, so I choose the client and call it Mautic, and I generate a password, and I will just save the password here together with the name for the user. So HM6 Mautic is the name. HM6 Mautic is the name and is the password. And then of course we need a database. So go to database, add new database and select the page m.learnmautic.com and we call it as well Mautic. Database user is mh6 Mautic, which we made before, and click on save. Okay, so this takes a few seconds until the next cron job in ISPConfig is running and creating the user. So that's actually everything we need. The next thing we need is to install Mautic. Head over to GitHub and find Mautic. You can just do this by looking for Mautic inside the GitHub search. Easiest way probably is just to go to GitHub and Mautic, like that. Mautic open source. There you go. So this is the Mautic repository. So let's go here to releases and find the last release, 4.4, and right click, copy link address. So we need the link address to this release. We don't want to download it to our desktop because it doesn't make sense there. We're going to install it via our CLI. So open your terminal, and inside the terminal, you want to change directory to the directory where your page is. So find your page, go to website here and go to tutorial, and there you have your document root. And let's go there. So change directory to document root. And in here, if you show everything, you see these folders, and we need to change directory into the web folder. So because this is where all the data is stored for your website. So you could just delete everything in here and put the Mautic data in this folder, and then you would not need to change anything. But I recommend to create another folder, which is called Mautic. mkdir, so make directory, Mautic. So now we have this folder, which is called Mautic. So change directory to Mautic, and inside here is nothing, so it's empty. So here we're going to download what we had before. So let's put in the link and download it. So Mautic gets downloaded, and of course this is not the root folder, so we need to change document root. So because if we take a look at the website now, m.learnmautic.com, it says that. That's actually a problem, and I just realized there is no SSL certificate. Save again. Usually there should not be a privacy error. Okay, so if we go to our website, it looks like this. So this is the index page, and it's stored inside the web folder. But we don't want this page, and we don't want to change any of it. So that's the reason why I just put everything into the Mautic folder. And inside the Mautic folder, it looks like this now. So we have our zip archive, and I'm going to unzip this archive into this folder. So this takes a few seconds, and now it looks like this. So now we have all these files in here. So we can delete the zip archive. Now we don't have the archive anymore. Now we can actually install Mautic. But the problem is still, if I refresh, I'm still on this page. So what do? We need to change the root directory. So go into the website again, into options, and in here, we need to change the Apache directive. So change document root to docroot/Mautic. Okay, and save. So this takes a few seconds until the cron job is running. Okay, so now if I move back to the website, it should have changed the doc root. So it calls the installer, which shows me amazing, it works. Of course, Mautic says, no, I can't write anything because Mautic doesn't have any rights to write or to read. So we need to put the following into it. So here are these two lines, cho-r, web29, which is the website in my case. So I need to take a look here if this is correct. No, it's web30 and client 6. So I need to change web29 to web30 here. Client 6, this is the client. Web30 here, web30. And then I would take these two lines and put it in my terminal, because this is giving Mautic the read and write rights to actually create the cache and so on and so forth. So now it shows me the installer, and it has some recommendation. There is no date time zone and there is no memory limit set. So what we can do is we can copy that date time zone and move back to the website, go into options again and put some custom PHP ini settings. So the memory limit equals 512 M and date time zone equals Europe/Berlin. And if I save now, I need to run the cron job. Yeah, clear. So now I refresh the installer again and it sees, okay, I did these changes, so it's amazing. Now everything works actually. I can go to the next step and put in the database setup. So I have everything on localhost. Port is correct. HM Mautic is the thing here. HM6 Mautic is the thing here. Database table prefix, we don't need one. We don't want to back up anything because there is nothing. And database password is this. So I just put that in here and go to the next step. And the next step is giving an admin username. Let's call it admin and let's say test1234, which is amazing and super safe. Admin and admin c@hartmut.io. So this is my user. Of course, I need to learn my password and everything. And here I could connect my email sending system. You can just click on next step. It doesn't matter here and connect it afterwards. But I will just show you how to connect with this SMTP server. So with this ISPConfig SMTP server, you are able to send emails actually, which is amazing. So you can say, okay, the name is Alex from learnmautic.com And the name here is alex@learnmautic.com. But of course, I need to build this inbox first. So let's move over to our ISPConfig, and inside the email, I will create a new domain and say, okay, learnmautic.com. Of course, you need to add this domain to your DNS system and point it to this server, otherwise it won't work. So do this, and then let's create an inbox. Email inbox, add new inbox. Here I would just say, okay, alex@learnmautic.com, create a password. I will copy the password, put it here as well. And from here, I can just say save. Okay, that's great. And from here, I can connect. So the server is server.hardmode.io because this is the server name. And port is, I'm not sure actually. Let's make no encryption because it's then it's 25. So you can find out. I'm sure you will find out. And login is the thing. So I will just say alex@learnmautic.com and put in the password. Next step, and it shows me the welcome screen. So admin test 1, 2, 3, 4. So hard to remember this. Login. Mautic. Ready to rumble. But Mautic won't do anything if you don't have your cron job. So I will just show you one example in how to create a cron job in Mautic, which is super easy. But afterwards, I recommend to watch the next video because there I show you how to create the correct cron jobs for your Mautic system. We have a huge blog post on the Mautic cron jobs itself. So check this blog post out. Links in the description. Okay, first you need to alter the client. So go to clients, find your client, and go to limits. And inside the limits, you need to cron job. You need to change the cron job limits to full cron, or at least ch rooted cron, and delay time 0. I would just put it to 0. And if you did this, head over to sites and create a cron job for this site. Add a new cron job for the page m.learnmautic ******. So this is the star because this tells the system do it every minute. And from here, I would just say PHP web root. So you can just copy this here, web root, and then give the path to Mautic, which is Mautic/bin/console. And then you would say the command, which is Mautic campaign trigger. Let's take this one. So you can log the output, which is nice if an error occurred. So click on save. And it takes some time to add this cron job, but this is how you would add your cron jobs to this Mautic in ISPConfig as well. And from there, you can watch the next video and find the perfect fitting cron jobs for your system, especially the 4 very important basic cron jobs you need to have in order to run Mautic. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you there.